The scene is set to the edge of industrial area in the middle of the town. After the fight, Linnea has been really thirsty, and she barely managed to walk from projects to industrial area. She knows that it's not very wise to drink from the low caste areas. She tumbles to the small bar around at the edge of the industrial area, and she checks out if there's any really annoying men around. She tries to act like she is some really boring and really brainless blonde and really girly, so she would get attention of men that might try to use her. She walks to the bar and let's see. Actually, one success. So she walks to the bar and quite fast, one of the male patrons there starts to hit on her, like touching and buying the alcohol and touching a little bit more. Linnea whispers something to his ear, and they leave the bar. There's one dark alley quite near to the bar, and Linnea leads the man there, promising all kind of things if nobody sees them. Linnea checks the surroundings and feels that it's quite safe. Quite safe to drink from the man. And she puts her hand in her pocket and takes her fine metal claws. A really nasty grin comes to her face when she pins the man against the wall. She pretends to kiss the man, and she gropes the man a little bit with disgust. But the nasty grin comes to her face, and suddenly her lovely and lustful expression turns to hatred and thirst. let's see, just in case. Yep, she can keep the man pinned towards the wall, but she's now facing the man and she's showing her knives like she would love them really a lot, and the blades are still bloody from the previous fight just a couple of minutes earlier. She sees that the horny man starts to realize the situation, and the lust turns into fear. She gently pushes the claws against the man's neck, just enough to drop blood, and she starts to suck the man. She takes a little bit blood, a little bit more. She knows that in this point she should let the man go, but she just can't stop yet. She takes just a little bit more blood before she forcefully decides that that's enough. No more. She takes one step back and she's licking the last drops of the blood from the plates. And the man falls to the ground. He's still alive, but he maybe needs medical attention. Linnea is a nurse herself, so she just looks the guy who is a quite strong and healthy looking man and decides that she will leave him there. She knows that he will survive, and she's happy that she could show yet another man that all women are not that easy targets for sexual desires. The man is breathing heavily on the ground when she walks back to the street and continues toward the fashion district. She knows that from there she can get a nighttime bus to her area. Anyway, it takes some time to walk there, and she knows that she might find some of her human friends from there, but she's not totally sure about it. Anyway, that would be difficulty 6 area, I think. Yes, fashion district, it's difficulty 6. She walks around the area a little bit, checking around, and let's see, perception, I think it would be, she's looking for for example, a pimp or man who is mistreating a woman. I assume it's perception, alertness. Oh yes, she finds exactly that kind of man she hates, and she yes, success in that area too. She basically does the same thing as in previous plays. She uses her feminine charm to lure unsuspecting lusty man toward a dark alleyway, and this time she's not that hungry anymore, so she managed to subdue her lust of adrenal-filled blood. Yeah. Again, she promised all kind of sexual things to the man, but as soon as she's safe from prying eyes, she pins the man against the wall and start to caress him, and also again she takes her claws and makes gentle wounds to the man's neck before she starts to drink. This time the man is in better shape when she ends, and she strengthens her figure and walks to the right from the alleyway. In this point, she realized that there's one nighttime bus going to her area, so she walks fast to the bus stop and takes the right to her difficulty 7 area, but as she has her domain there, the difficulty would be 5 for her in that area. So she decides that she's drinking just a little bit more before going to home. And she tries again the same technique. First, luring the unsuspecting lustful man to a safe place, and then she shows some fear to the man. This time she slightly she uses slightly more violent methods to make the man scared. She, for example, tries to strangle the man, and but of course he stops that no, quite early, so the man doesn't get any permanent damage, but she pushes him around, lifts her up from one hand, pins him towards the wall, and then again shows her blades. And as previously, she makes gentle wounds to the man's neck, and she drinks a little bit blood from him, and leaves him on the ground. And this time she's feeling a lot better now and not that thirsty, but she's still really annoyed about the unsuccessful fight earlier, so she kicks the man who is heaving on the ground. But lucky man, she is. Otherwise, he might have gotten permanent damage. Well, this doesn't make Linnea feel any more calm and peaceful, so she decides that it's better to go home in this point. And it takes a while to walk to the other side of the area where she has her domain. But she tries to stay in the shadows and not to attract attention anymore. And the scene ends when Linnea quite safely arrives her house.